Now at 4, a Morgan County Sheriff's Office canine badly hurt in the line of duty is back doing what he does best.
And tonight we are sharing with you more on what happened to Bullet and where he is on his road to recovery.
He is 110% a hero. There's no question about it. He's a hero to me, to the ones that were there. He took the hit for us.
That hero Morgan County Sheriff's Deputy David Tolan is referring to is his partner in every sense of the word, Canine Bullet.
They're used as a tool in law enforcement, and they are a great tool, but at the same time, he's family. And whenever you grow that close to a partner like that, to see that happen really just affects you more than it just being a tool.
That bond was put to the test December 8th when Bullet and Deputy Tolan responded to this home on Belt Lane in Martinsville for a reported break-in. The canine was sent inside as a de-escalation tactic.
He ran up to do his job,
but almost didn't come back out. Deputy Tolan says suspect Felix Juarez Antunez repeatedly hit Bullet with 4-foot-long tree loppers.
and that was meant for one of us to be stabbed with. And for him to take that hit for one of us, he could have saved one of our lives or just saved one of us from getting injured.
The attack left Bullet lifeless.
When we ran up, I didn't think he was alive. The subject was still beating him unconsciously. And so running up, he was unconscious. I didn't even know he was breathing.
He had fractured one of the bones of his skull that was associated with his frontal sinus. Luckily, the fracture was fairly mild. It wasn't displaced, didn't require surgical repair, just required rest for several weeks.
Bullet spent several days in the hospital. Immediately, he was taken out of the line of duty so he could heal from his injuries that left a mark on his handler.
If you go back to that horrific day, to think that he was almost taken away from you, how do you put that into words?
You almost can't. It's almost like losing a brother or a family member. I'm just as close to him as anyone else as my wife, and to lose him like that is almost like losing a kid, is the best way to put it.
Within a couple weeks, he was cleared for light duty, back to performing drug sweeps like this or helping find missing kids or adults. Then, after this appointment in early February, he was cleared to fully return to duty, getting back to doing things like apprehensions, like he was doing the day he was badly hurt.
Although his injuries were pretty drastic and the situation was a little abnormal, you know, I think in the long run he's going to do well. I mean, he should have a fruitful career from now until he feels he no longer wants to do it.
While most of us might enjoy a little reprieve from our everyday work, that wasn't the case for Bullet.
That was a big relief for him, especially. He was so happy to be back and, you know, to do his job and get the ball and play.
Now he's back on duty and with some extra protection.
He was donated an actual helmet that is good against protection for something like blunt force. What happened?
This extra gear underscoring just how Bullet is seen by the deputies he works alongside. Not as equipment, but as one of their own.
He is another law enforcement officer to us, so hitting him is like, I would say, hitting one of us just as much.
For now, some states do classify law enforcement canines as officers. Our state does not.
Yeah, Indiana doesn't. In fact, the most serious charge the suspect faces for injuring Bullet is battery on a law enforcement animal resulting in bodily injury. I did do some research. There have been some lawmakers who have tried to effort legislation that would classify canines like Bullet as actual law enforcement officers. Those have not really made it anywhere, but hey, who knows? Maybe after learning more about Bullet's story, we could see something like that happen. By the way, not only is Bullet back in the line of duty, he is kicking butt. Check this out. He's at the top of his game because during a sniff-off competition through his certifying organization, this was at the end of February, he took first place out of 22 canine teams for finding drugs the fastest without a false start. So from going knocked unconscious in December to end of February, still beating out other people, or other canines, I should say, because that's just how skilled he is.
Yeah, they play a vital role in law enforcement. Hopefully things will advance in the legislature.
We hope so.
We'll see what happens. Defending